these days it seems to just be this grief, really this grief, sadness, loneliness arising, really only that. And it's so beautiful how those stories, of course, can still arise. Of course, there literally are no rules. It can be so obvious that there is already no one who's owning the story. It's just a story being told by no one, and not about anyone either. There's just this one, I love this word, boundless energy. There's just this boundless energy, not even one, just this boundless energy. And it's so funny speaking about it as different things, different states, different levels, when it's just this boundless energy. No separation, seamless, seemingly being awake, seemingly being asleep, and not as in the story of enlightenment and not enlightenment, but like physically being awake, going on with your day, seemingly go to bed and falling asleep, and there's literally nothing happening. It's just this boundless energy. It's only this boundless, seamless energy. All of that, this seamless energy appearing as a candle, appearing as a person, appearing as Julia. And there's literally no difference between the candle and Julia. It's just this boundless energy. And really just grief, and it can be stories arising with that emotion, but they don't mean anything. But it's not like someone is rejecting them, saying that they don't mean anything. It's just this obviousness. It's almost like stories seem to come, stories seem to want to attach to the emotion, but it's like they can't really find any owner. There's no ownership. They can't really find any meaning. It's like it's so obvious that these stories are empty. So it's almost like the stories are grieving that they don't even exist anymore in a way. They don't belong to anyone. And even this is just telling a fucking story. Even this is just telling a story. This is just, why? It doesn't mean anything. And fuck, that's so beautiful. It's so free. Free to tell any story it wants to tell. Telling a story of a single mom with 3 kids, hustling, maybe 3 different jobs, being very judgmental thoughts, judged by friends, judged by the environment, you should have a better life if you're going to have that many kids. And that's just this boundless energy appearing as that story. It's just this seamless, boundless, freaking nothingness appearing as the single mother with 3 kids. Or as a lonely bus driver who's just going to work. Or maybe he's not lonely at all. He has a beautiful family. But maybe he longs for something else. Because like the story of me, this whole sense of me is the sense of lack, is the sense of hope and dreams. And maybe something better will come along, Free to appear like that, as that. Maybe something better will come along. Hope, boundless, seamless energy suddenly feels very restricted, contracted, and separated, really appearing as I'm a person with a life. And speaking about this, there seemed to be grief of the story, seemed to be grief of have lost that in a way. But it's also so light because it's already whole and complete. Even the story of grief and loss and separation, that's already this wholeness. And maybe there's something who even wants to just like, it's not, there's no difference between telling a sad story and a happy story. There's only beliefs and thoughts about that the happy story is better because it's already so scary being a separate being and trying to survive, here on earth. And that is also just another story. There is no earth. Really, there is no earth. Fuck, it's so cool. Because it's like, of course, yeah, it's obvious that there is an earth when you speak about the earth and you see the earth on the TV, or like, even if you're, wow, I don't know now, this just coming words, even if you're like an astronaut in space, oh, it's earth. But it's so obvious that it's just this seamless, boundless energy appearing as everything, and there's no separation. So there is no earth, as in there's a separate thing called earth, and there's a universe, and there's people on the earth. It's just this seamlessness. Seamless, boundless energy. Really, it's just here, like, wow, it's direct in the face, appearing as a world. Seems like there's, you know, space between things. That's so cool. Can't even describe it, really. Can't describe it. You lose words. Apparently I started to draw again. Ta-da! Maybe it looks a bit crooked. I don't know. Even this one. Look, it's just drawing happening. Comes a little bit with the story of the whole, you know, oh, maybe I will be a great artist. But it's obvious that that is just, you know, there's no one who wants anything. There's really no desires. Of course, the desires can bloom and blossom, but no one is owning the desire. So there's no one who can keep track of what you need to do to reach a goal, because nobody cares in the end. So of course it can happen anyway, but really nobody cares. There's no one here who cares. So it's just free to draw. Not even time. I mean, there's nothing to aim for. Like, this doesn't have to be ready until something, because it's so obvious that there is no time. Yet the play of time or whatever happens. But yeah, again, this is the loss of everything, the loss of control of the story. It's not your story. It was never your story. It's just this illusionary attachment to what is happening, but it's not even there. You're not there already. And that's so lovely. I heard Tim Kliss speak about this. It was so beautiful, about addictions, you know, that they are so innocent. Like, there's nobody who has the addiction. The addiction itself is this innocence, is this love. So there's not, like here, there's sometimes a bit of a food addiction. And there's, you know, that's just this innocence. It's not like, oh, all your addictions or attachments will go. No, it's so obvious that nobody has them. So it's just free to be attached, free to be addicted, free to smoke a cigarette, free to smoke weed, free to watch porn, free to take drugs, or free to consume a lot of sugar because you're having a sugar addiction. Like, that's this beautiful innocence, this beautiful freaking innocence. Oh, it's not healthy. Yeah, but even the story of that you have to survive and be healthy goes. Everything literally goes. And whatever, you know, whatever the character is conditioned to do, I guess that will just appear, and there's no control over that. You're not there. You are already not there. You don't have anything to do with this. That's the cool thing. Like, there's no one here. There's no one there. There's no one anywhere. And yeah, fuck, there's some sadness over that. Fuck, I lost everything. Julia lost like her family, friends, everything, literally everything, because it's obvious that there's no one there. There's no one who have anything. This doesn't have anything. Nothing belongs to this. Nothing belongs to anyone. No separation. Not even the story of, oh, everything is me. There's not a me. The fucking me falls out of everything. The you falls out of everything. So freaking nothing is left. Nothing is left. And apparently it can be grief over that. And apparently that can be forgotten like that. And it's just what's happening. It doesn't come from anywhere. It won't go anywhere. It doesn't lead to anything. Nothing leads to anything. That you need to do something to attain a state. If we call this a state, it's not a state. There's no one who's in a state. Like, that is just another loop. That is just another loop you're stuck in. But you are not doing that. You are not choosing to do that. that's just appearing by itself. Fuck, you're not there. Nobody's there. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. And it's beautiful how this can just, it just be celebration over that. Like, fuck, there's nobody here. Oh, mind blowing. And then it's just normal life. Then it's just being at work, writing a very professional email on the computer, or taking care of visitors or whatever, like. And then suddenly it can be this, wow, wave of love, because it's so stunning. Even in the ordinariness, like, you know, you're just playing chess or drinking a cup of coffee with a client, and then it's just, wow, this fucking love over this innocence. It's so innocent. Free to tell stories, free to tell this story from work, that I was helping this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady who is like such an, she's very addicted to alcohol. She's alcoholic. She drinks like a whole bottle of liquor in whoop like that, and almost nothing happens to her because she is so tolerant to alcohol. But she's so sweet. Oh, what a sweet little lady. But you know, just helping her with her day. Just gonna let the motorbikes pass. I don't know, but you know, just watching her doing her laundry, you know, and I'm just there to just support, and maybe because also she has what's it called in English? I don't know what it's called in English now, but not autism, but she has, you know, something. I don't know the word now in English, actually. I completely forgot it. I know it in Swedish, but anyway, she's a little bit like a child, but in a grown woman's body, addicted to alcohol. And it's just, what is innocence? Like, she smells a bit like pee, and she smells like old cat because she never changed the litter box of her cat. And it's just, wow, you know, this love over just a lady doing her laundry, and she smells like pee. It's so innocent. That's so innocent. Everything is so innocent, but not as in like, oh, you're gonna be like a child and never do wrong. No, even like doing wrong is innocent. It can literally be, you know, just walking by two people fighting, like really fighting bad. Maybe they're, you know, there's blood, and wow, just oof, this innocent, this love, this directness. It's so new. It's always so fresh and new and beautiful and light, and it's not even happening. The heaviness has gone, heaviness of life, heaviness of stories, of rights and wrongs, of moral ethics, politics, important stuff that, you know, it really matters because it's real. The realness is gone. So it's, yeah, I don't know. It's beautiful to just tell stories like this, but really, like, it's just watching a movie, but there's no one watching. There is no viewer. There is nowhere where things are viewed from. There is no focal point, no center. Nothing that looks, you know? There is nothing that looks. Before I was always doing these meditations like, oh, from where are you looking? What's looking? Or, oh, the mind looks at itself, or whatever. Like, it's just these stories, like, really, it's so obvious that doesn't make sense. Like, it means nothing. It's just mumbo jumbo. But everything is just mumbo jumbo. So pick your mumbo jumbo. Pick your poison. Pick your candy. Whatever. It's all the same. It's literally all the same. But yeah, there is no center. There's no one who looks. And of course, someone can never figure that out, because that someone is the illusion. The center can never realize that it's a center because it's already not there. So that's really impossible, apparently. But again, no rules. I don't even know. I don't even know. It's just so nice to just make a video. Apparently, no choice. I'm not doing it. It's just happening by itself. Really, it's just happening by itself. Oh, and there's just this, it's just longing for, really, it's just longing for like some kind of safety and comfort, because it's so obvious that there is no one who can bring you comfort and safety. That's the story, right? That's the separate self who apparently needs that. So fuck, it's so beautiful that just, wow, it just blossoms and then it just goes, you know? Freely, no control. It's just an empty story. It's just wholeness appearing as that. Appearing as longing, appearing as, you know, sadness, grief, I feel alone. I want something, I want someone. But it's obvious that nothing can bring you comfort because it's already nothing missing. So it's just this play of something is missing and it's already whole. So it's just this free play of something is missing. I need to fill this now. Ooh, what can I fill it with? And there is nothing to fill it with. There is no things. There are no things. Ah, it's beautiful. It's mind-blowing. It's everything. It's sad. It's devastating. It's heartbreaking. It's the biggest fucking heartbreak. The biggest heartache. It's the biggest, the biggest loss. Really, the biggest loss. It's the loss of the one who thought he had something, you know? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, beautiful nothing. And yeah, nothing to aim for or attain, or the freedom to just take. I just been at the gym, so the freedom to go to the gym, I mean, that just happens, right? If, you know, that's just joy in going to the gym, so that just happened. And then just the, joy of taking a really long shower, of cooking some food, of watching Narcos, because I started to watch Narcos, and fuck, it's so good. Like, it's a really good TV show. I love it. Because apparently, I don't know, there's like, thoughts of wanting to travel and go back to South America and, really like, learning Spanish. And I love dancing. This loves to dance, like salsa and bachata and all of that. Yeah, I mean, wow, just like this, it's just life. It's just life. Just life. Just as life can just be, playing Sims all day, or Warhammer, or World of Warcraft, or Minecraft, or whatever. That's just the joy. Wow. There's no difference between that and like solving world crisis. It's all this boundless energy. It's all the same. It's all the same. So it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And that's just really lovely. The freedom of feeling social anxiety and feeling self-conscious because there's a man looking at me now outside the window because I'm, doing this like a crazy person, and he just thinks I look funny. Wow, just this social anxiety for a bit. This is so wild, untamable. Wow, so wild. No choice. Everything and anything appears, and no control. No freaking control. It's always empty canvas, blank paper, again and again and again and again. Okay, peace out.